back to the podcast. Tara and I are going to discuss intention with goals and business, fitness.
Any aspect in your life.
Any aspect in your life, and just sort of like the mindset you have to approach your specific goals with. So right off the bat, I guess I'll say is you have to, step number one, right? Have a defined goal. You need to know where you're going in order to make a plan to get there.
It's true.
Right? So I see this all the time with fitness. So if we were to walk into any gym, right, nowadays, we walk in there, we'd see people doing, swinging weights around, like swinging them around with no purpose, walking around on a treadmill, or maybe you guys have even been guilty of this. You go to the gym and you don't even know what you're going to do that day. You just kind of walk in and go, well, I'm going to work out legs, and then I'm going to do a little bit of this, and hey, that machine's open, I'm going to do a little bit of that, or hey, I saw on Instagram my favorite bodybuilder or Instagram celebrity does this, right? So I'm going to do some of that. That's not training. That's not intention. That's I don't even know what the word is. Like,
it's not purpose.
It's not acceptable. That's what it is. It's, in my opinion, it's not acceptable, right? So you need to have a purpose. So with my training, we refer to it as purposeful resistance exercise. Everything we do has a specific purpose, right? We look at exercise as a prescription for each client, right? So we're trying to figure out what's the minimum effective dose for this person to stimulate change and reach this goal. Every single set, every single rep, every single attention to detail with the seat positioning. Right. It all comes down to detail and purpose, right? It's all different for each person, right? And then that's exactly why our half-hour sessions can be so difficult. Because they're super geared towards exhausting this one specific person for their one specific goal, right? And people who go to the gym, and in this first scenario I gave, who are just kind of working out and it's like, oh, I spend 2 hours in the gym. Of course you have to spend 2 hours in the gym because you're doing it like an idiot. You're not doing it with any purpose. You know what I mean? If you get in there and you do it with half hour and you have me setting everything up for you and pushing you to your limit and beyond, right? Then of course, like, half hour is going to be more than enough. You're not going to want more. Right? So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, like, if you want to be good at the piano, if you want to be like a piano player, play the piano.
Exactly.
Right? Don't, like, fart around with the guitar. Right?
No, like, another good quote that talks about that is, like, where they say, don't count the days, make the days count. Right?
I love it.
It comes down to that. Like, you don't count the minutes that you're in the gym, make every minute count that you're at the gym.
Right.
Are you on the phone replying to people, like, ha, rolling for a laugh, that's so fucking funny, ha. Or are you doing your fucking set? Yeah. Right? So. Exactly.
And what are you putting into that set? Like, are you, like, let's use weightlifting as an example. So this can be used for anything. Let's say it's guitar, okay? Then I'll tie it back to weightlifting. So I play guitar, okay? When I went into my guitar lessons, I was super focused. I was 10 years old, but I was super focused, right? So I wasn't looking at the clock being like, hey, you know, I got to get through this so I can go hang out with my friends. I was looking at the notes. I was listening to the teacher. Right? It was all done with a purpose. Right? And then, you know, fast forward 10 years, I'm good at the guitar. And I'm still good at the guitar to this day, right? And then with weightlifting, okay, you're trying to grow your bicep, you're doing a set. Are you just lifting it and then dropping it? Or are you accentuating the negative? Are you squeezing at the top? Are you doing forced repetitions, right? Of course you're going to have to do 10 sets sloppy to get any results, but you only need that one hard set if you do it properly. That's where the purposeful and the intention comes from.
Yeah. And like how basically what I wanted to talk about today with intention was the same aspect you apply to every part of your life. It's when you walk into a room, whether it be the gym, whether it be your office, whether it be at home, when you come and see your wife, your kids, your family, your parents, what's your intention? So if we use fitness as an example, you walk into the gym and are you thinking about, oh, I'm just going to run through my workout, or I'm just going to do what I saw on social media, like you said? Or is it that I want to be better than I was yesterday? Or is it, how I see it, is you walk in and you're thinking about, okay, 5 years ago I was at this place. Where do I want to be 5 years from now? Right. Because today is going to, 5 years from now is going to be a direct result of what I do today.
Definitely.
Right? So if today I just fuck around in the gym, I'm just wasting time. I'm not going to get to my goal that I want to be in 5 years. Right? So that applies in business too. How we take, how even yourself and me, how we take every decision we make every day. Whether I spent the 2 hours driving, whether I spend the 2 hours on editing videos, or I spend it on the website, or I spend it ordering products, that 2 hours makes an entire difference of what's going to, the ripple effect in the next few weeks.
Right.
So
I want to talk about the ripple effect really quick that you just said there. And like, if you were to walk into my private gym, Area 52 now, you walk in, you're going to see a really clean, you're going to see a really nice blue with glowing lights, fully equipped Nautilus gym. Well, at one point in time, I only had one Nautilus piece.
Right.
Right?
Wow.
Nobody sees me driving 5 hours one way to pick up a really rare Nautilus piece that happens to be in someone's garage.
Yeah.
Right? And the cost associated with renting a truck and the gas and taking the time off work. So you walk in and you assume like, wow, like this guy's got all this equipment, like, this looks great. It's been 3 years of grinding and buying equipment, driving across Ontario, even leaving Ontario, pick up some of these pieces of equipment, storing them, taking them apart, bringing them in and out. It's been just, they don't see the work that goes into it. And then like you're saying, the ripple effect is now, 3 years later, like I have all these pieces. It's accumulated into a full gym now. Right? But if I just got tired that day when I didn't want to go pick up that bicep curl or go pick up this leg press, and I was like, you know what, I'll just sleep in. Like, or I just won't go.
Not feeling it today.
I wouldn't be where I am if I did it like that, right?
That's true.
And same thing with clients. If someone's like, hey, can you train me at 7 p.m.? Even if I've been going since 5:30, I'm like, yep, that's the only time you can come, right? But then that turns into referrals.
Yep, it does.
They renew, right? It's all about just giving it your all and like you said, knowing where you want to be in the future, and it's that ripple effect.
Yeah, and a friend of mine on Instagram, his name is Train with Taren. He kind of gave it a term. It's called the ghost grind. Okay. It's the grind that nobody sees or talks about.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what you were just talking about, the drives, the hustling after hours.
I like that. That's great.
Right?
The ghost grind.
It's, when he made that term, I immediately messaged him. I'm like, I've been trying to think of a way
to incorporate that into a shirt. It's not like that could be a good shirt at Area 52. But it's too funny, man. Both our minds go to the exact same place. Like, let's put that on a shirt.
But that's basically it. It's the thing that you spent. Like I see him when I get here in the mornings. He's here already getting ready, cleaning the place up, getting everything ready for his clients. And you're spending 12 to 14, sometimes 16 hours here. Sometimes the entire day.
Yeah.
All night.
Sometimes I sleep here.
Right.
That's another thing people don't see.
Yeah.
Like I sleep here. What other gym the trainer's sleeping at the gym?
Exactly.
Right? This is exactly it. Like I'm willing to do things that my competition's not willing to do.
And that's what sets you apart.
And I do not stop learning. I do not stop trying to get better. I hire a trainer to come down and train me.
Yeah.
I'm constantly learning. I'm obsessed with it, and they like I'm not going to lose.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the mentality.
You don't want to compete against.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my mindset with training.
Yeah.
Right, and regardless of if that makes me the best trainer or not, it doesn't matter. I know I'm just getting, like I said, 1% closer to my goal every day, and that ripple effect 5 years down the road where I want to be. It doesn't mean I have to be the best trainer.
Exactly.
But I'm being the best version of myself that I can be.
Yeah.
Right, and that helps me sleep at night because I know I couldn't possibly have done more today to be better with what the time I had.
And when you can say that to yourself, you can look yourself in the mirror and say that to yourself, you will automatically know that, you know what, you've done everything that you could today to become better.
Definitely.
And that's what, I don't know, a lot of people probably know, Kobe Bryant's, one of his main quotes that he did in an interview was, hey look, I train 3 to 4 times a day, right? Up in the morning, train, rest, recover, train, rest, recover, train. My competition, all the other players in the league, are training once or twice a day.
Right.
Right? 4 times a day, and you do that every year for 5 years. I've trained that many more times than them that I could take 2 years off, I'll still be ahead of them.
Right.
Right? So that's what sets you apart. That's what makes greatness in that sense.
Yeah, love it. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and all this, I don't want people to be offended or anything by it. Be like, who are we? And we're saying all these things. But my point and why we're doing this is because when you hear a topic or hear somebody say something motivational, it may not click with you if somebody else says it, but it may click with you when Connor says it or when I say it, right? It's just perception.
Yeah.
Someone might see it differently coming from you, and someone might see it differently coming from me.
Well, and true, and looking at, like, you know, it's easy to look at a billionaire on Instagram who's being like, hey, you know, just cheer up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, change your mindset, right? We're people who are, you know, we're still grinding. We're doing, we're still doing the ghost grind. Like I said, I'm sleeping on my couch at the gym some nights, right? Like, we're real people doing the work. I think that holds a lot of value to it, too.
it's a
Right.
different it's a different perspective for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not over here
With my Lamborghini,
yeah,
being like, look, you just got to do these 5 things.
exactly.
Right? It's not like that.
It's not that.
If it was that easy, oh my God. Like,
Right?
would we not all like that to be the case?
All those billionaire routines that you wake up in the morning, spend 20 minutes on this, spend 20 minutes on this. That's not how life works. That's not how it goes. You
No.
wake up one morning and you could have a phone full of messages about something that went wrong. There's a fucking leak in your roof. It happened to me. I came here to train 5:30 in the morning. I was here training, and my warehouse unit, there was construction happening on the roof, and they fucked up. I get a phone call from my brother saying, hey, there's a giant 5-foot hole in the ceiling. It's raining outside. There's flood coming into my warehouse full of clothes and machinery.
Yeah.
Right? So my 20 minutes of this, 20 minutes, my perfect billionaire morning wasn't going to work because you have to handle things like that.
In real
right?
life, yeah.
So,
And that's not to say that these billionaires like haven't, or like these influencers on Instagram, whatever, they haven't. I love them. Like I
Yeah.
follow them too. I bought their books. Like it's
Yeah.
super helpful stuff. It can be when you apply it.
yeah.
Right, you have to actually apply it. That's the thing, and
That's the thing.
it's not to say they don't ghost grind still, or they definitely had to ghost grind to
Yeah.
get to where they are for sure.
Yeah.
It's just different hearing it from someone who's still grinding hard and
Exactly.
hasn't reached that level yet, because we're still in the trenches every day
Exactly.
fighting, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that pretty much covers that topic for me. I don't have
think
anything
so.
else to really add. But yeah, just everything you do, like have intent, have a purpose,
Exactly.
and make the most out of every single like second you're doing it. Be present in the moment.
Just get your mind right and then focus on that one thing at that one time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
Sweet.